Jesus, Jesus, how I trust him, how I prove him o'er and o'er. Jesus, Jesus, precious Jesus.
Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name's Amanda, welcome. And if you've been here for a while, then welcome back. So today's Monday, which means my reset. So I share cleaning up the living room and the kitchen, cleaning out the refrigerator, and I've got a grocery haul. But this video is a special one to me because today, as y'all are watching this is actually mine and my husband's wedding anniversary. So we have been married 18 years today. So I hope you guys didn't mind, but I show some pictures here after I straightened up the living room, which wasn't bad. I've got a picture of the night he proposed, and then before we got engaged, and then some wedding pictures. So I thought I'd share with y'all. I thank y'all so much for being here. It means a lot that you take the time out of your day to watch my videos. And with that being said, with this being this video being up on our anniversary, I thought that I'd just talk to you guys a little bit and kind of tell you the story of how we met. So there is actually, we were actually neighbors. My mom and daddy used to go down to the neighborhood where my husband lived and would play. Her uncle lived there and my cousins, and they would play horseshoes. So my husband would come up and they would all play horseshoes. Of course, this was years before we got together, so I didn't know who he was or nothing. But probably about 3 or 4 years later, we actually moved to the same neighborhood. My parents, me and my sister, and he lived a few houses down. And he would still come up, play horseshoes, played softball with my cousin. So I knew, the more he was around, the more I liked him. He had just the best personality. I mean, he was just so sweet and would do anything for you. And of course, he was good looking. So, but he caught my attention for probably about a year before I ever said anything and he ever said anything. One of the main reasons for that is because there's an age difference between me and him. So I was a few months shy of my 18th birthday when me and him began dating. And it was funny because we probably went 4-6 months maybe without going on a date, just the two of us. So my sister, my cousins, neighbors, there was always somebody with us, at all times, which didn't bother us. It was no big deal. We were getting to know each other, and I was always so shy. And that's what he used to say. He would kind of pick at me to try to get me to talk because I'm more of a shy, more reserved person, and he is very outgoing. Doesn't meet a stranger, and sometimes I tell him, I wish I was like you. You can talk to anybody, and I just struggle in that department. So we really balance each other out. But so I was a junior in high school when I met him, and we began dating in November of that year, November of 03. And we dated my junior year, my senior year. I graduated in May of 05. And Valentine's Day of 06, he proposed, asked me to marry him. And we were married May 20th of 06. So a few months later. And I'm so thankful for him. I am blessed, truly blessed. I thank God for my husband and for his family. I always say the Lord knew exactly who I needed and what I needed, and he put me exactly where I needed to be, so I could never thank him enough for that. He is definitely a blessing to me and to our boys, so I'm just so thankful for him. I don't know, he proposed he had planned on doing it, taking me out to a restaurant, which we did go eat, but he ended up proposing when we were back home in front of my parents and my sister, a cousin. You know, there was more people there than he thought. He said that made him a little more nervous, but it was just the sweetest thing. But I'm not one that's into, and I'm not, everybody's got their own way, you know, of how they like to celebrate, and that is fine, you know. Whatever you like to do, that's you. For me, and for him too, as long as we're together, it doesn't matter. Like, we could be doing something as simple as just sitting here watching a movie together or eating dinner together or whatever. It's just as long as we're together. Now, one thing that I do like to do, and he does, he will do it with me, is we had a Rod Stewart song played at our wedding. Have I Told You Lately That I Love You? That was played. So I like to dance to that song, me and him together. So we'll get in the living room at some point on our anniversary, and we'll dance to that song. And it's just, to me, that's just the sweetest. And that's all I need, you know, is just to be with him, and that's a good enough anniversary for me. So, but yeah, I just thought that I would share that with you guys, and kind of tell you a little bit, because I know I haven't really spoke on it. But yeah, that was how we met, living in the same neighborhood. And we didn't live there but a couple of years, and we moved, my parents and I, but we were dating by that time. So I was thankful, you know, for that year and a half, maybe 2 years tops that we lived there, because I got to meet this great guy, and I was blessed enough to end up becoming his wife. So, and I know he watches my videos, so happy anniversary, Jamie. I love you so much, and I'm so thankful for you. So yeah, that's just a little backstory of how we met, and I had to share that with y'all. I hope you guys didn't mind it, and sharing a little bit. It's getting a little bit easier for me to talk to y'all. Like I told you before, I am on the shy, reserved side. So even though you're not sitting here looking at me, I still put a lot of thought into, I don't know, I get nervous, even though, you know, it's just weird, but that's just how I am. But I find the more that I do it, the more comfortable I'm getting. And just to be honest, most of y'all, well, all of y'all are like friends. I appreciate y'all, you know, so it's like just sitting here talking to a friend that would be, you know, stopping by the house for some sweet tea and cake. And so I appreciate you guys. I really do. It means a lot to me that y'all watch my videos and y'all comment and reach out. I love hearing from you guys. You guys have been a complete blessing. So yeah, I just hope you enjoyed my little history lesson about our life. And yeah, I hope you get some encouragement from this video. I will share a devotional right after this, and maybe a little bit of motivation. Thank y'all so much for watching. So y'all, the devotional I wanted to share with y'all from the Devotions from the Front Porch by Stacey Edwards is titled Porch Sitting, and the verses from Hebrews 10:25. And it reads, "It's not uncommon to go days or weeks without seeing your neighbors. You can go straight from your home to your car in the garage, to the store, back into your garage, and back into your house without ever seeing them. You can receive and pay your bills online, eliminating the need to walk to the mailbox. Even groceries can be delivered right to your door. In years past, when central air was a luxury, folks would sit on their porches to enjoy a cool breeze, and they could see the neighbors doing the same next door. Now, all one has to do is adjust the thermostat to the desired temperature. No more sitting on the porch. All these modern-day conveniences make it easy to become isolated without even realizing it. All throughout Scripture, we can find examples of believers gathering together. Worship, teaching, and meals were often enjoyed in the community. In fact, the author of Hebrews warns against isolation. The believers were instructed not to neglect fellowship with other believers, for in the gathering together there is a mutual encouragement. Loneliness can make life seem overwhelming. The longer you neglect community, the harder it becomes to connect with others. The enemy would love for you to feel stuck in your solitude. If you've been neglecting relationships with others, take a small step toward community. Open your front door, step outside, and sit on your porch. It'll be good for you. Lord, you created us to be in community. It was never your intention that any of us should do life alone. Remind me of the importance of opening my front door and interacting with the people you've placed in my path. And that reminds me of our neighbor. We call her Miss Tina. We live on a short dead-end road. There's just a couple of us, but we have been blessed. She is really sweet, and we will go by and check on her, and she'll come down by here and check on us, and she's just been a blessing, and I'm thankful for that. And there is something about it, just like it was talking about community at church. There's something about fellowship. There's most nights after church, we end up staying an hour, hour and a half, even after church is over, just fellowshipping with one another. It's just, we encourage and uplift one another, and we need that as Christians. We do. Even on here, there have been times that y'all have commented or messaged me just in that exact moment that I want to encourage y'all, but y'all end up encouraging me in such a great way. And for that, I am grateful. So I just thank y'all guys so much for allowing me to share these devotions. I hope they bless you as much as they bless me. So guys, again, I just want to take a minute. The video's not over. I'm going to show the grocery haul at the end, so I'll be talking through that. So I'm just going to go ahead and say thank y'all so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I hope y'all have a blessed rest of the week. And Lord willing, we will see y'all on the next one. Be blessed. So guys, I have the middle of the month grocery haul for y'all. This is actually, I've got more than this, but I didn't have room on the table. So from here over is Ingles, and the rest is Walmart. So from Ingles, I just grabbed some white sandwich bread, some barbecue flavored potato chips. I got some cuties, some apples, and some bananas. I picked that up at Ingles. And then from Walmart, we have 3 gallon of the Great Value 2% milk, 3 packs of the 60 count white large eggs. I know that seems like a lot, but they're $9 for each of them. So, and I know they'll go back up, so I grabbed what I could. In the front, we have our Kraft singles, 2 of those. I picked the boys up some of these waffle cut fries, some of the Ore-Ida golden crinkles. We have the Great Value chicken nuggets and the Tyson's Anytizer honey barbecue. We've got some Special K, some Rice Krispies. I thought that was just regular Rice Krispies, but it's the frosted, but that's okay. And then we've got some of the Fruity Dino Bites. I've got quite a bit of these Knorr sides, so I have a Parmesan, and then some cheddar broccoli, some chicken and broccoli, and chicken. Those are for some recipes. We've got 2 things of the Bar S Classic Bologna, some Deli Deluxe cheese, 2 things of hot dogs. I picked up some dill relish for my potato salad, some hamburger dills for burger, and then 2 of these kosher dill spears. We've got some White Lily self-rising flour, a 10-pound bag of sugar, 2 Hellmann's mayonnaise, 2 mustards, and 2 of our buttermilk ranch, a block of Velveeta for some homemade mac and cheese, some Oscar Mayer chicken breast. This rotisserie seasoned is really good. We have some Velveeta shreds, some mild cheddar, and some mozzarella. We've got some grated Parmesan, 2 things of Alfredo, 4 things of marinara, and this box is empty. They ate some on the way home, and I've got them in the freezer. The little Dippin' Dots, basically. They said they were good. So that is all we picked up at Walmart and Ingles. So I will get this put away and share with y'all what we have from our local outlet store. So y'all, this is what I picked up at our local outlet store. Ignore, I've still got the stuff that goes in the cabinet from Walmart and Ingles over here. So from down there, I got some hot dog and hamburger buns. I picked up a 1 liter Coke, 24 bottle of water, some Mexican style 4-cheese blend for a recipe. The boys wanted some of these soy sauce noodles, so we grabbed that. 8 pounds of russet potatoes. I picked up, it's been a while since we've had a tuna helper, but it's usually a hit, so I seen that and grabbed it. We've got 2 things of the quick box mac and cheese. I picked up a pork roast. This is what I make my barbecue with, and it turns out so tender and so good. And then I picked up some of these chuck eye steak for my husband when I make some of those pasta recipes. I got 2 things of ground beef and 2 packs of chicken tenders. I've got some ranch mix, 2 packs of strawberry lemonade, and I grabbed apparently 3 packs of the strawberry Kool-Aid, but that's fine. 7 cans of the Libby's Vienna sausages. And then I seen this, and I was watching Julia on YouTube, and she made some spaghetti, and she used the 4-cheese mix. So I grabbed that. I do need some cream cheese. I have a block of cream cheese, which I'll grab. Some chunky salsa for another recipe. The boys picked out this Chef Boyardee cheesy burger macaroni and mac and cheese. Then we've got 2 cans of spaghetti rings, 2 cans of sweet peas, a can of Bush's Original Baked Beans, and some sauerkraut. So that is it. There's a few things that I still have to pick up to complete the recipe, but pretty much that's 2 weeks worth.